Ja. Yes, welcome back, family. Welcome back to the YouTube live streams 2024. We're back on the grind. Market is looking okay. The CPI is coming along here. We also have some news coming, so let's talk about that in a second here. We're going to talk about gold, we're going to talk about the EUR USD, and we're going to talk about GJ. 3 potential scenarios right now, right here. Okay. Absolute pleasure to have you here on the, back on the grind here, back on the YouTube channel. We have been working so hard behind the scenes. You have no idea, man. First of all, number one, something that I found was really lacking here. Okay. Education. Education is number one. Create a lot of content here at the same time. We also started a second channel that's focused on cryptocurrencies as well here. Crypto ETF got accepted. The Bitcoin spot ETF got accepted here. That means that there is huge potential chance of a massive influx of, institutional capital coming to crypto right here. So that's a major accomplishment. You probably heard about it already. We're talking generational wealth here, okay? So we have been working, grinding our asses off as well to build up this department in our academy. We have been doing a tons of streams right there as well, you name it. At the same time, it's also time to get back on track here and start really coming along here with the streams again. Kind of missed it here. Looking forward to talk about everything. First of all, it's an absolute pleasure that you are here, man. Great to see you right now in the chat. And let's see what's popping. All right, let's see what's going on. Let's see what we have in the building right now. Let's see if we can get the chat up on the chart as well. That would be perfect. Give me one moment. Let me see if I can fix that real quick. Let's see. Lorenzo, how's your hand? I'm doing great. My hand is doing fantastic. Thank you so much, Papin. I really appreciate these kind words. Let's see what else we have here in the chat. All right. Jolene says V3 is amazing. Thank you, Lorenzo. Amazing. David says like these live videos. No, for Forex VIP, bro. Not for Forex VIP. I don't know what you mean. Rohit. My man, welcome back, bro. Good to see you. It's Sako again. Happy New Year. Thank you, my man. You too. Marton. W Forex, W Crypto, best community. R did. Rainer FFX here. Hi, bro. Yes, sir. Rohit, Hartley. My man Hartley's in the building. Nice to see you, bro. Hope you're doing well. Good to have you here, my man. Okay. Yes, let's get the chat up here. Give me one moment. That should be working. Let's see. There we go. One moment, guys. One moment. Okay. Let's see. Okay, if it's not working, it is not working here. Let's see if we can fix it real quick. Da-da-dun. Should be easy fix. Let me see. There we go. Boom. Let's see if this is working. And if not, it is what it is. It is what it is here. We're gonna figure it out. Let's see. Okay. All right, whatever. We're gonna do something else here. There we go. 1 moment. Let me just get the V3 trading floor right here. Perfect. Just do it like that. Then it should be all good here. Okay, fantastic, guys. Welcome back to the channel here. We're gonna make sure that we're gonna see what's happening today. We have, of course, important news. So I wanted to at least cover, the CPI here in combination with the initial jobless claims. So of course, you're gonna see some serious ranging market right now at the moment. Obviously, we see that clearly. The market has been ranging, but I do believe that if you're looking at some key levels here, that we have a couple things here that we need to look at. Okay, let's see. In order for us to move forward here, we can look at the following here right now, and that is the following. All right, number one is the dollar, number two is gold here, and there is right away on a weekly time frame. I think that's the best way to do it. So if you guys are ready, press a 1 in the chat. Let's do our analysis real quick, and then we're gonna talk about it here. Next is I prefer to go live Forex, not crypto. I'm here to make generational wealth, my friend. That's just what the unfortunately reality here. These opportunities are truly once in a lifetime. So it's not for everyone. I agree. It's not for everyone. That's just the fact here. That's why I'm not disturbing you on this main channel with any crypto related stuff anymore. And we created a separate channel for it. So you're not seeing it. Okay. So unless you're super interested in crypto here, you can subscribe. If you're not interested in it whatsoever, then no problem. Don't even bother. Okay. Beautiful. Let's talk about gold here, because number one, weekly time frame, key levels. Okay. Number one is right here, the 2019. You can see clearly already that that's the key level to take consideration. Regardless if price is going to come up or down here, that's for now the key level. We're trading still above it. So the fact that we're still above the 2019 right now is a good sign. Okay, it's a good sign. What do I mean with that? Well, first look at the resistance here. Okay, right here, number one, number two, number three, we have taken out the highs right now. We're still holding above that key level at 2019. So at this particular moment, as long as we trade above it here, and you see clearly that when we tapped into it, that the demand came right into play here. Okay, we really saw price pushing up further. Of course, people start buying at 2019. That means that, so far we're still above it. We're still holding strong. And as long as we're staying above it, everything should be good. We do have a gap below. Okay. So if you fill up that gap, and you close the daily candle below it, especially a weekly candle. Okay. Yeah. Then things might shifting here for gold. And that means that we might start looking for lower targets right there. For now, though, if you go into the 1 hour chart here, okay, the way we're building and setting up here is nothing more than just a massive amount of liquidity building to the upside, in my opinion. Okay, if you look here, you see clearly that every single time we touch that trend right here above weekly support, we're building the liquidity. And today, of course, we have major news coming along here. So that's key. Then secondary, the dollar. Okay, now the dollar is, as you guys can see, holding really nicely above this low, and that's important to take into consideration. Okay, yes, we are at a swing low point on the higher time frame. So this was the low, this was the high, this is the higher low right now. We expanded, we pushed up, and we're kind of retested and bouncing from it. So you would say right now that this is good for the dollar and that we might see high prices here. But if you go internally and you look at first layers of resistance right now, then this is currently where we are getting rejected. So when we want to take a trade on the lower time frame, we have to look at these key levels. Yes, we are bouncing from like a swing low point, which is crucial. But at the same time, when you go to the 1 hour chart here, okay, it's starting to get rejected. It's starting to look weaker. And the reason why is because you swiped the highs here. You tapped into that weekly resistance at 102.661. You created that higher high and that lower low. You retested it right here. And now it seems like, we're kind of getting rejected here. So, the news can do anything, guys. You know it. We've seen it so many times before. But based upon just the technicals here, this is not really looking that particularly strong. We also have filled up some gap here. After that fill, we are starting to create a lower low right now. The hourly closure is in 2 minutes and 30 seconds. So if we start closing below the 102.195 here, I'm looking for further continuation for the dollar. All right, so if that happens here, you know, we might be coming down. And if that comes down here, we might be pushing up with gold a little bit further. Same for the EUR USD, by the way. The EUR USD is also showing signs of strengths here. I do think that, you know, if we are holding above this zone here, and I'm just purely looking at the weekly and the higher time frame first before moving to the lower time frame. What I'm currently seeing is that, yes, we are creating a lower low and lower high. But what I like a lot about the structure of the EUR USD is the internal structure. So if you look at this high and this low and then this expansion and then that retest came really nicely towards the 618 right here. So we had that lower low or that higher low, that higher high, and now a retest of the 618. And now we're seeing me holding above that zone, you know, looking at the month here, which is also weekly level to take consideration, because look at that resistance here, that support here, resistance here, support here, and now back at support as well here. So that's fantastic. The 618 here and a beautiful bounce. Now taking this to the 4 hour and then to the lower time frame, of course. What are we seeing here? We're seeing that consolidation. We can take this to the 1 hour as well. It's no problem, by the way. Consolidation, that expansion, that retest, and now we're kind of trending upwards slightly. So again, it's a key level to look at right now, right here. If you go to the 4 hour especially, you can see clearly that, you know, this level right here is a key level at 109.631. And again, if you draw the fixed range volume profile right here at that zone, let's see if we can find it. There we go. From the left to the right, this is also the value area high of that range here. So this is all bullish for the euro right now at the moment. Okay, when looking at this value area high, now trying to break above here and then coming back towards the 15 minute. What do we want to see? We want to see this high getting broken right now. Okay, so that's what we want to see first for the EUR USD. Want to see this high getting broken. And I'm not talking about a wick. I'm talking specifically about a body closure above that high. And then create something like a, you know, internal lower low. Of course, a bounce from the value area high, a higher high right here. And then looking for a higher low entry, followed by a continuation. So that could be this area of the month. It could be slightly lower. That just all depends on, you know, on the volume that comes into the market soon, and to see how we react here. What would invalidate the setup? Well, number one, for gold, obviously we know that our setup will be completely invalidated below the 2019. If we start really coming down aggressively and we start coming down, closing our daily candle below the 2019, then for the next coming days ahead of us, I'm looking for more bearish momentum and bearish setups. For the euro, of course, it's a little bit of a different story because you still have this big range that is kind of holding up here. You have the point of control. You have a couple of key levels here to take consideration. So as long as your risk management is good, I do not really see the issue here, okay? Maybe, yes, you're going to face a loss. Then you go lower, you look for a new long again. And you can do that a couple times here to get into your entry. Because eventually the targets are, you know, coming up further towards that high here again. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to see how that unfolds here. But so far, if we start closing a 15-minute, 30-minute candle above it, yeah, then I'm looking for further continuation to the upside here for the EUR USD. Okay, same for gold here. If gold start breaking above the 2035, then you have officially broken at the high that created that low. And therefore, if we come up here, then that higher high is, of course, a fantastic reaction. Then we can start thinking about a higher low, looking for further continuation. This is a clear target for gold here, which is the 2052. You have that gap, you have that swipe, and you have that aggressive sell-off here. So I think that that gap there is super interesting. Of course, you have that range here as well. So you want to take some profits along the way. But again, what I'm looking for is to come up, come down, look for further, you know, continuation to the upside right here. That's currently what's going to be happening here. So yes, the dollar is looking good on the higher time frame. Okay, you can see that the dollar is now holding up here at this low. But again, if you are day traders, then regardless, we need to look at what's happening now and not what's going to happen in the near future on the higher time frame. Because, you know, it could definitely be that, yes, we are looking strong. We're holding up at this low that created this higher high, and we're creating a higher low, and then we're going to just move up from here. But again, if you look at all these internal levels, such as the 102.661, you can see clearly that we're facing that resistance and we are getting rejected at it right now. And there is still on the 3 daily as well here a gap below that could potentially get filled to. So if you come down, then fantastic, but then you can also create a W formation. If it's a W formation, I will be much more bullish on the medium lower time frames as well. So for now, I'm still leaning towards some downside here for the dollar. Obviously, we don't know what's going to happen with the news in 30 minutes, but that's definitely the key levels I'm personally looking for, which is a breakdown of this zone, pullback continuation to the downside, and then of course gold pushing up in combination with the EUR USD. I entered previously already, and this was because we have been ranging so long here. I was stuck in this position for a while here, but I was entering a gold position. At some point, I was like, you know what? It's better to wait for that high to be broken. So that's what I'm going to do right now, waiting for the high to be broken, and then look for further continuation to the upside here. I think that makes the most sense here. Last one is GJ. Okay, so we're going to talk about 3 different setups today: gold, GJ, and the euro. And if you look here at the DM basket, by the way, okay, the Japanese yen individually, then you can see clearly that we have still that rejection point right there. At the same time, we're trying to hold on right now at this particular level, which is the 6,670. So if you can see right now, this is kind of where we're reacting from. You see that right there. Even though it's not looking that strong here, but at the same time, this is now where you're holding. So there are 2 scenarios again that we're looking for. And number 1 is a really solid break above this high. So on the 15-minute, for example, you start breaking above it and retesting it, turn it into support and continue up here. That means that GJ can potentially come down here and potentially starts breaking, breaking the lows. And if it breaks the lows here, because we have that consolidation, expansion, retracement, then this is a trade I'm definitely going to take. And that is the following. That's a short position right there, followed by a stop loss above point of control, which is the 185.7. And I'm going to then target the lows right here. Okay. And why the lows? Well, that comes down towards that bigger range right there. And also, if you look here on the lower time frame, we have that beautiful rejection. I think this is on the 5-minute here. From this area of supply as well. So, this could also help us. You can also put your stop loss above that. I don't think it's necessary. To be honest, I think you can put it above this high. So yeah, like a continuation to the downside here will be absolutely nice here to take. And just place some sort of break below, a closure below, and then to look for further continuation here. So again, guys, welcome back one more time. This is what I'm looking for gold right now. We really need to break the 2035. I think that's key for us to look for further continuation. We are in a range right now, okay? If you start breaking below the 2030, we might be shifting, but then the dollar needs to really come and show internal strength. Look for further continuation to the upside. But again, I'm much more interested in looking for longs for gold due to the fact that it's a CPI. And of course, we have been building tremendous amount of liquidity. At the same time, we're holding above weekly support right there. So that's definitely something that I'm interested in. But yeah, GJ could be super clean as well, by the way, if we start breaking down. And the reason why is because the Japanese yen is, if we start breaking above this high, we might be continuing to fill up that gap that we have created right here. And that could be a nice wick fill followed by some sort of rejection or something coming down again. Because the yen is still weak from a fundamental standpoint. It's staying weak. It's not even beneficial for the yen to be a strong currency because that would hurt the economy, ironically. But that's just how the yen is orchestrated right now. So that's practically what we're looking for right now at the moment here. Secondary option for GJ is if we don't break the lows here, then I want to look for the higher high. And if we then come up here, then I'm going to short from the 186. That's another level where I'm going to look for a short here, but I don't think we're going to be there yet. And I think it's much more interesting to look at this particular short setup where we look for a break and closure below, an entry, and then our stop loss roughly above to target the lows here. Something like that here. Okay. Beautiful. So that's it. 2 scenarios for gold here. If you break below the 2030, yeah, you might be coming down, but then the dollar has to show some strength. And if you break above 3036, then it gets that's super nice here. But shorting GJ might be the most interesting trade for today. That will be a super clean here. That will be really nice. So let's see how that goes here. Beautiful Abby, what's happening, Abby? Good to see you again. Tony Chen, thank you for the sub here. Yes, sir. An absolute pleasure. Looking forward to it. Maybe some gold buys coming up. Calisthenics says, is the stream lagging or is it just me? I don't think it's... I think the stream is good. I think the stream is good here. Okay. That's it. That's it. Okay, GJ is pushing down already. So again, we call this the consolidation effect. The consolidation expansion retracement effect. We call this the LTA, okay? Where we go from the macro to the micro. We look at a range, we look at a range break. We look at the rejection of a range break. And then we're looking at an entry after the break of structure. So it's always that consolidation expansion, the retracement, looking at the point of control. If you see a rejection from the point of control, you then look at the last low that created the high. And if that low gets broken and you close below it, then you enter a short and you put your stop loss above the previous high that created that low. And then you're aiming for lower targets right there. So again, the CPI can fuck everything up, but that's for now what I'm looking for. You know, for sure, if that's the case. Gold is pushing up. That's no surprise for now. Same as the euro pushing up, and the dollar is kind of pushing down. But we need to see more volume, you know, from the dollar here. That's why I like the yen, because the yen is kind of moving here. DJ is moving more than, for example, you know, gold at this particular moment. Okay. So yes, when you go to the EUR USD one more time, obviously right now you can see that now this hold is super important at 109.163, that weekly level, and we still have a major gap to fill all the way up to the 110.35. So we still have around, and I think that's like, you know, a serious move here to the upside. I think that's you know, we're talking of, okay, it's a 50 pip move, okay, 50 pip move to the upside still. You definitely want to see this getting filled here. All right, that's definitely something to look out for. So yeah, hopefully we can break and close above it. And then the pullback is where I'm going to look for longs here. That would be nice. That would be nice. So gold, same thing, breakout, you know, pullback continuation, and GJ will be just a breakdown here. That's definitely looking good. I also want to give a big shout out to the elite members in our Discord right here. We have you know, what we call obviously the V3 and the V3 trading floor. They've been constantly trading in the trading floor every single day already. Of course, we had a little break, so everyone is picking up again. You know, coming back into the grind right now. The volume is coming back. You know, it's still a little bit on the slower side, but you know, we had some nice days so far. So you can see clearly that yeah, the guys have been absolutely crushing it. It's always packed here. And that was always my vision, you know, create an army of traders here, you know, that are absolutely killing it. So it's great to see that this is just going every single day. And, you know, beautiful. Okay. That's why we also created that crypto YouTube channel as well. And the same thing for the crypto channel in our Discord. You know, trading is trading, right? So, you know, if you are able to trade Forex, and you're good at it, let's say, then you will make so much money in crypto. It's just ridiculous. That's why, you know, I believe it's much easier for guys to trade crypto once they're a little bit more established in Forex, because I've noticed that a lot of guys that are good in Forex trading, you know, have so much more understanding of a lot of different things and are not just looking at inverse head and shoulders, symmetrical triangles, you know, all that stuff, which like the average crypto trader pretty much only looks at. So you have like an edge there. And that's why Yeah, it's player versus player, right? So most likely you will crush most of these guys right now. Okay, so yeah. Funbox says there's always someone in there. It's crazy. Yeah, it's always about consistency here. We're truly working on the framework, right? So it's the conversion of the Discord itself and the consistency right now. And yes, you can talk about, we can talk about the activity, but it's not, without the activity, and no wins, of course, nothing matters here. So the wins are what matters. And that's just absolutely nuts, okay? So we have Ravens for it. A shout out to Ivy for this gold trade. Was not sure about this one, but Ivy's setup was similar to mine. So 2KW. That's amazing to see. I said GJ hit TP while I was sleeping. 267 pips. I entered this trade during my live stream on Tuesday. Legendary. Okay, so yeah, I mean that was my dream. Okay, actually creating an army. It's not about Lorenzo. It's not only about Lorenzo. No, it's about us as traders working together and creating a platform. That was the goal. That was the idea. Creating a vision, a platform. I think that's truly what creates that community building here. And the only way to do that is to start with some guys like Thomas. Build these guys up. Make sure that these guys are putting in the effort and work here. Thomas has been absolutely killing it. They have no idea. It's crazy what he's doing. And then, of course, with Thomas as well, the V3 elites, and then just keep, moving forward here. That's how we should do it. So that's what we're going to do with crypto right now. It's already happening here. Okay. And if you think that, crypto is not for me, then please don't even start. Okay. You have to be interested in it. Otherwise, it's just not going to work. Let's stick with Forex. Forex is going to be around. I expect a really good year for Forex still. So, yeah, regardless, there's always something to do, something to trade. That is what it is here. So, yeah, what is the timing? 50 minutes, okay? 50 minutes left. I think that's gonna be on the good side here. So a higher high, higher low. Yeah, we need to wait for some volume, fam. That's it. Some volume. And yeah, the yen needs to break above here. So the yen needs to start really breaking and doing its thing right now. I think that's important because if we start flipping here, then it's not a good sign. But the reason why we're coming down is not because the yen is strong. It's actually because the British pound is actually, not looking that particularly strong at this particular moment. So look at, for example, this one right here. I know it's a weird chart here, but what we're currently seeing with the British pound is that the British pound right now is actually getting rejected at this range right here. And you see already this 12-hour candle is on the verge of flipping bearish. So the actual, British pound chart here, and this is a combination of a lot of different, British pound pairs. So, for example, it's GU, GA, GC, GN, GC, GE, British pound against the euro. I know this should be Euro GBP, but I had to create it this way. Formulated in one basket. So you kind of see this chart, and that's an average of how the British pound is performing against all these other currencies, right? So if on average, the British pound is now flipping bearish and performing bad, then usually you will see that it makes sense. The reason why right now, GJ is coming down, for example, right? Look at that last 30-minute candle here. And then look at GJ here, and look at the last 30-minute candle. It's pretty similar, right? So a closure below that is very good. And if the yen then helps us a little bit more with breaking out, then I can guarantee you that will be a nice short here for GJ. For gold, yeah, the volume will tell what's going to happen. So yeah, we have 15 more minutes left. You're in literally a no-go zone right now. Okay, so this is like a no trading zone for me. This particular range for gold right now at the moment. So anything outside of this ring here is where these setups will occur for gold, and where we will potentially see what will happen here. Okay. So that's fantastic. Pato, my man, what's happening? Welcome back, my friend. Good to see you, my man. Amazing. Maria Gonzalez. That's the beautiful thing about Maria, man. Maria is here every single time. Wherever we stream, she's there. So that shows, you know, consistency, Maria, and you know, that's the main reason why I wanted to get you in the V3, because you're putting in the work, and you know, I'm very proud of you. So thank you so much. So yeah, patience, patience. Juan, Louis, Riviera, my friend. Welcome back, my man. Good to see you again. Good to see you, bro. There we go. Let's see. It's better. I think this is better. There we go. Beautiful. Gold is fundamentally bullish because of the dollar's weakness. I agree. I agree. I think that gold is leaning more to the bullish side here. And again, the CPI, right? So we also talk about CPI real quick. No idea why I didn't do this before, but again, the CPI is important here. Number one is obviously because, you know, at this particular moment, they do kind of expect a higher than expected inflation, 0.1% higher. But it's never really about what the actual forecast is. It's always about, you know, what the you know, result is based upon the forecast. So is it higher than the forecast or is it lower than the forecast? You know, you can have a much higher inflation, but again, if that doesn't align with the forecast, then it's still going to be bearish for the dollar. That's why there is so much you know, delusion with news trading, and we're thinking, okay, green means buy, right, for the dollar, so sell for gold, for example. Well, there are so many instances where this is not the case anymore, and especially lately, there's so much manipulation around the news, coming up, coming down. You saw it with the NFP, for example. You know, you came down, you shoot up, and you came down for gold, super aggressively. So, you know, the CPI is something very similar, but what I do like, though, is all that liquidity that's getting built here right now over time, and that we're still above that weekly support at 2019. So that's good. That's good. And this could turn into a potential, you know, distribution, you know, whatever, schematic or something holding up here. What's also nice is that we had that rejection from the dollar right there on top, right? So we swiped the highs and we immediately created a lower low. That was a lower high. Now we're looking at a lower low. Right, if that's the case, we might be breaking down here. So that's also more bullish for gold. So again, I'm much more leaning towards you know, a break to the upside here. And if that happens, then yeah, I'm much more interested in trading the upside and looking for a trade something like this and target the highs coming towards 2045 ish level. You know, that's like a 150 pip move or something, and then we see from there. Something like that. Okay, if you start coming below the 2030, yeah, then it's time to think about, okay, is it just a fake out, or are we actually going to come down here? Yes or no? That's kind of what we're trying to understand and figure out here. Okay, in that case. But yeah, that's another layer. Okay. Let's put it right there. There we go. So nice. And then it says, my man is back in the work. Yes, we're back in the work here. So guys, make sure you smash up that like button here. Okay, let's give it a go. Let's get some hype going in the chat as well. And yeah, let's wait for the news. Like 9 more minutes left, so we have to kind of wait this time. Very, very clean. Magic Mike says US dollar against the Japanese yen is a big short. It's looking like it, and it's looking like GJ is going to be a big short as well. So if GJ is going to be a big short, then yeah, we're going to take a trade on GJ for sure. Okay, for sure. And then for gold, of course, we have another thing to look at, and that's just simply Yeah, either a break below the 2030 or above the 2036 to 2035, something like that. You know, and then we can go to lower time frame on the 5 minute, and then we can start thinking about entering. But yeah, I think that's important. Getting out of that range here. All right. Something like that. 2035, 2036 is where our point of interest is. So in case we get there, then we can start thinking about, okay, should we buy gold there and look for further continuation? And then the euro can also break above in the meantime. Gives us enough time here. And then GJ can also break down. So we make even more money. That would be good. Our video says, what about GU? So the problem with GU is that the British pound is not really strong at this particular moment. And the dollar is not really strong at this particular moment. So then you're kind of in the, you know, in that middle range from like, okay, yeah, fantastic. But, you know, we're now like kind of seeing, yeah, you see it already, right? So this is like that range right here. And that means that you could just start consolidate within that range here. Let me look at the higher time frame first though. Yeah, okay, we're holding here. Yeah, we have a lower low still as well. Yeah, so no, I think that it's better to stay out of GU for now, unless you're just really on the lower time frame trading here. This would have been a nice trade though. Like pulling back into this area of supply, this would have been nice. You know, coming back towards that range, getting rejected there, breaking structure to the downside. You know, and then just looking for, yeah, maybe further continuation down. But that's overall very nice. This is still a lower low, lower high, internal lower low, internal lower high maybe, lower low. That could be a confirmation, but then you have to go to the 15-minute and wait for price to pull back into this level at 127.64, and then just wait for a rejection or something. Yeah, then you could say, okay, let's enter there and then put your stop loss below here. But then the dollar needs to show a strong confirmation. And that's what we're waiting for. So we will find out with the news here. If the dollar gives us that confirmation, then fantastic. If not, we just stay out of GU. We don't take a trade on GU. You know, that's what I would do in that case right here. So 5 minutes to go here. All right, beautiful gold breaking already before the news. Before the news, 5 minutes before the news. Interesting. That's usually not good. I'm telling you, it's usually not a good sign. Okay, but again, we'll find out in a second here. We want to wait for the 30-minute closure as well, and it goes hand in hand with the news here. So let's see. Hey, okay, do a quick analysis on crypto, please. I highly recommend you to go to the maybe later the stream. We're gonna do that. Okay, now we have news coming. We have to focus on FOREX. Super important right now. Super important. The yen is looking good. I want to see this pushing up here. Even though you might be thinking, oh, this is like a bear flag and we're just gonna come down. But yeah, we'll see. We'll find out. No confirmation is that break. If you push up, then the secondary trade is a break above here. And that could flip into it long. We take a long position and we flip it directly into a short right here. So we're going along and then we're going into short. That was my idea for GJ in case we do not break the lows here. Something like that. Yeah, let's see how gold closes though. Interesting. Really clean, really clean. So what have you guys been doing this year? How is your year going so far? Let me ask you a better question. We have like 3 minutes for the news, so like, what is your plan for this year? I'm actually quite curious here because is this the year you're gonna change your life? I recommend to do so. This should be the year. No more fucking around right now. This is the year where you have to do it. Okay? And you can be hyped up for now. And then in 2 months, you're going to be like, yeah, whatever. You're just going to go all in a full margin on gold. And you liquidate your trade account. That's not what we want to do this time, okay? We just truly want to make it happen. And this is truly the year where, you know, the gap is going to close. You know, political situations here. You know, you name it. Geopolitical. We have, you know, potential crash coming later this year. The end of the year. But before that, of course, a massive amount of money printing. So you want to take advantage of a lot of money printing because that could be still very bullish for the markets. And if you understand the macros in that sense, then you can really benefit from that, in my opinion, as well here. So this is an opportunity where you can really start benefiting from craziness in the market and a lot of volatility. So I believe that you can do it. But if you want to do, if you truly are serious about it and you feel that you're just starting out in Forex, it can go very quickly if you have focus and consistency, and that's it. And especially talking about the risk management factors, right? Because you know, we're gonna talk about this after the news, because now we have to focus a little bit. There's like 1 minute left, but we're gonna talk about risk management a lot here because so important. Corona says this year will be the year I won't fuck around. I'm gonna be profitable no matter what. That's it, my friend. Corona, my man, you got it. You got it. Planning to spend a little more time with my parents. That's also a great thing. Okay, let's go. 20 seconds. Hopefully we do not just explode now. That would be really bad for us here. But it's usually not a good sign to see gold pushing up before the news. But again, we'll find out in a couple seconds here. Okay. At least we're closing above. There we go. Show us what you got here. That's what I thought for now. There we go. Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. If you went long before, you got liquidated right now. You got stopped out right now. Okay, we can still flip bullish though. But again, you will be stopped out right now. There's no way you have your stop loss right here below. You're most likely will have your stop loss either here or here. That's it. So that's bye-bye for the people that had FOMO. And like I said before, it's usually not a good sign when, you know, you come up just before the news. Okay. GJ, same thing, no closure. So that's also nothing here for now. Okay. So, okay, that's it. That's it. Yeah, we're going to wait like a couple minutes here to see how this unfolds here. But again, it was a massive fake out. Do you want to enter a short right here, you know, and go against her just because you know that most of the time it's not a good sign? I'm not sure. I'm not a big fan of that either. So, you know, this is just overall good here. Now we can clean up this range because this is all irrelevant for now. So again, I hope you didn't have FOMO, okay? And you didn't enter on this position here when price was breaking out, because yeah, it's just always the case here when, you know, people get FOMO, they see it breaking out, they see it's going, and then they know news is coming and they just want to get in. And then, yeah, it's a disaster, okay? So that's why the dollar had to break and close below the 102. You know, this is still a good sign here. So now we're shifting. Okay, now we're shifting significantly. What is the result? Okay, 3.4%. Yeah, that's not that's not good. That's it's strong dollar. That's good for the dollar. All the factors lean towards bullish momentum for the dollar here. So this is not something which I believe is just gonna flip and turn around. So yeah, that's good. That's good. Okay. That's it. Good job if you were patient here, and you didn't went crazy. Yeah, that's a good job. That's a good job. Now it's always look at the internal ranges. So now we can go to the 5 minute. Now we can look at this range, and now we have information. And that's beautiful. So now we have this level, which I think is super nice, super interesting, which is the 2032. Yeah, if you can close this candle here in 2 minutes, at least below, and we pull back to this zone, then targeting in the 2020. But again, the closure is what matters now, because you know, we could still flip. You know, we have seen it with the NFP, right, with gold as well. You know, we came up aggressively. Look at this right here. So now the first thing we did was we came down. So we swiped all the lows. All the people that went long got liquidated. Then the people that didn't take profits because they thought gold was going to tank got liquidated. And then price still came down. So for all the people that entered here, got also then eventually liquidated. So yeah, it's crazy, you know, manipulation. But you know, closures is what matters right now the most. So let's give it like 11 minutes. Let's wait for the 50-minute closure, and I think that's what matters here. GJ good didn't close below, so that's one layer. Then we have to go to this scenario and see if we can flip it. That means that the yen is indeed coming down as a bear flag and is starting to break down. We need to come down below this low. There we go. Yeah, and start breaking further. Okay, that's good. So then it's the same thing as what we did for gold. Flipping this into support and look for further continuation until the 186.717. That's the absolute key level that we have to look for. Anything above it, no way. We have to come above here in order to look for further continuation. But yeah, that's it in that sense here. So yeah, let's see how gold closes. How gold closes candle. So let's talk about risk management real quick. I think this is absolutely key. Because imagine you know, just to give you an example, right? You first need to decide for yourself: am I going to trade like higher risk to reward or lower risk to reward? Right? Am I going to look at like 1-to-5s, or am I going to look at 1-to-1s? Right? There are always guys that are looking for, let's say, 1-to-1s or 1-to-5s, whatever. So that's something that you have to, you look for. Some guys like me right now, I'm more looking into the 1-to-3s. On crypto a little bit higher, but at least on Forex, at least like 1.25, 1.3, something like that. That's currently what I'm waiting for, looking for. But imagine this. So I think that this is the reason why most people fail in trading. And that is the following. Just to give you an example, very simple context, but think about the following factors, right? Number one is, imagine that you have done 10 trades, okay? And you're aiming for like a 1-to-1. That's just pure basic example here. There are many guys that are trading higher risk reward, so I will get there. But imagine just you trading a 1-to-1, okay? And you're looking for, consistent results here. So let's do 10 trades, okay? That means that if you are on average getting a 1-to-1 on your money, right? On average, so not in total on every single trade, but on average, then you need to win more than 50% of your trades. That's what you want, what you're looking for. Now, if you don't win more than 50% of your trades, okay, you're of course an unprofitable trader. But if you win, let's say 60% of the trades, okay, you now need to do, and let's say you win, you risk 1% per trade. You now need to risk, okay, you now need to do 10 trades in a row to make 1% with a 60% win rate. And when you do 10 trades in a row, and you make, you have a 60% win rate, let's say, and you aim for 1-to-1s or something, you make 1%, right? If you risk 1% per trade. And for many people, first of all, you have to do 10 trades. So that for some people that trade in the 15 minute, it takes like a week. So, try to be that mentally strong that you can be that consistent, knowing that that's the only way to look for trade setups in the markets and stuff, right? It's really hard to stay consistent to your risk when you know that you then, you're probably going to hover around and you have to do 10 trades and just constantly evaluate. Okay, after these 10 trades, I gained 1%. After these 10 trades, I gained another 1% or 2% or 3%. Okay? Something in that manner. All right? So the problem with that is that if you don't take, the patience, or you don't have the patience for you to execute positions and just to be consistently on a long period of time, yeah, it's going to get very hard to become profitable because, you need to have that consistency, and it's super boring. And what tends to happen then is the following. And if you recognize this, press a 1 in the chat. If you recognize that, from that moment onwards, let's say you take like 4 or 5 trades and you're like, okay, yeah, it's going too slow now. It's just going too slow. This one is 2% or this one is 3%. This is the one that is going to lift up my account because I'm more sure about the setup now. So I'm going to risk 2 or 3%. And then you lose that 2 or 3%. And now you're behind. And now you feel bad about yourself that you're behind. And now you cannot be consistent anymore because you already broke the rule. So you're like, fuck it. So the consistency is so key. Trading is supposed to be boring when looking at your results. So forget about your results, man. Forget about the money. Forget about the results. Take 10 trades and think, oh, I already done 10 trades. This is what I have right now. Okay, boom. Fantastic. Next up, another 10 trades. Oh, this is what I have right now. Fantastic. So evaluate yourself after every 10 trades and don't evaluate yourself after every 1 or 2 trades or 3 trades. And if you feel that it's not going fast enough, yeah, then you're going to take unnecessary risk. You're not going to be consistent and you're going to lose out. That's it. And it's very, very hard for a lot of individuals. I've seen it. I've been there. I've done it so many times over and over again. At some point, I was so angry at myself that I just couldn't do it anymore. That I was like, every single time I fall into that trap where I start risking more. Like for some magical reason. Because I feel it's not going fast enough. Or something like that. Or I'm not consistent with my risk to reward. And I'm going to place my stop losses at places where I don't think it should be, but I think it's better because I will make more money. So it's always about the money and it's not about the trading. So yeah, at some point I became so sick and tired of it. I was like, you know what I'm going to be now? I'm going to either change my thing, I'm going to change my life around, or I'm just going to quit. And quitting is no option, so I'm just going to change my life around. I think that what matters the most too. Adam says maybe a strategy during news is placing 2 limit orders above and under price in a long range so you get triggered in price fills or pumps so you can get a big correction. That could be one. Yeah, it's true. It's true, especially with gold tier. But again, the fact that you're breaking out before, could also just look, it's just too tricky. In my opinion, it's a little bit too tricky. Because it's just literally just waiting for price to expand more. And, at least I want to have a little bit more confirmation for now. The closure is going to be in 3 minutes. So any closure below will be perfect. That's it. Is Blackboard Marks a good broker? I like Vantage better if we talk about spreads. Then Vantage is better. What I do like about Blackboard is the slippage. Slippage is very quick. Execution is very quick always. Never have an issue with it. Vantage had some troubles. They upgraded the servers. Now it's better. but the spread is much better. So you have an advantage there, okay? Ivy says revenge. Yes, that's actually what I mean. Revenge trading. Gilbert says that kind of advice is gold. Amazing, amazing. Thank you, my friend. So, question in the chat here. Who's trading London? Are you guys trading London? Let me know in the chat. Or only New York? Let's see what we have here. Mainly traded for Asian swipes. I like that idea, man. I like that idea. So I'm going to trade a lot more. I want to trade a little bit more London here. Especially on this channel right now. The reason why is because you know, of the market, and you know, that means that I need to work twice as hard because I stream crypto as well. So I have 2 streams a day. So I want to just, you know, maybe get a little bit more involved in London. That would be good. And there's a really good strategy for London. It's not just the Asian, it's a combination of the Asian swipes with the macro structures and the daily candle flips. It's very, very nice. Jerosa says, why do people like MT5 more than TradingView? I don't know. I'm a TradingView guy, but I trade MT5 for the community. And the reason why is because yeah, people know it, right? People recognize it. This is like literally MT5 feels like, you know, Windows 95 or Windows XP. If you guys know it, the guys that are a little bit older know exactly what I'm talking about. What time is London session for you in Bali? London session for me is 3 p.m. in Bali. Whereas New York is like 9 p.m. Okay, closure below, that's good. That's good, dollar. Yeah, still rejection here. Yeah, I do expect some pullback right now. So let's see if we can get it to this level. So that means that gold will push up a little bit for now, slightly. One more time. Yeah, I actually like this, to be honest. Okay, in the next 15 minutes, we know what to trade. Right now, we swipe the highs. So people that went long got liquidated. We now swipe the lows. The shorters got liquidated. We swipe the lows here. So everything is cleaned up right now. So now we can start thinking about the consistency here. Dollar, you know, is facing that resistance. Need to bounce from here. It's very important that the dollar does so. After that low or high. Man, look at that manipulation as well here. Crazy stuff. High, then low, then ranging, then breaking down. That's where the trade came from. So the moment you start breaking that range, that's where you should have looked for longs. You came up, you created a double bottom formation, higher low formation. Then of course you look for reversal. Now you're coming down and you're again coming up. So this is a really bad range, by the way. But you have to make the best out of it right now in order to move forward here. Okay, that's it for the dollar. Okay. Yeah, so GJ here. This is good. This is actually good. So let me see real quick what's happening. So, of course, this is the break. You were holding in this range. If we can gain this high and we can pull back, then this is an entry. And we're going to take it till the 186.17. That's the target. All right, so there are no execution delays, differences, no bugs. People prefer because it's more popular brand. So yeah, exactly. That's it with MT4 and 20view. It's up to you what you like to use. I really do not care anymore. I like both now. So used to both. Yeah. You know, I definitely like to do my analysis on TradingView. That's for sure. I don't like to look at this chart to look for my entries and stuff. I would miss out on too many different layers, too many different things. I would miss out on too many different charts that I need to look at. So that's definitely true. The yen is looking weak, man. The yen is looking is starting to come down and break below here, below that key level, including the weeklies, that weekly level as well here. So yeah, if you start flipping bearish for the yen here, then it's longing GJ. Okay. That's for sure. What's the correlation with GJ? So, and the dollar. So if the dollar is strong, it usually reflects that the yen is weak, but it depends. It depends. The market shifts, the economy shifts. So sometimes there is a strong correlation, negative correlation between the euro and the yen as well. Lately, I've noticed. So now it's the dollar. So if the dollar is strong, the yen is usually weaker. So that's beneficial for GJ, right? In this case. Where do you live, Lorenzo? I still live in Bali. I still live in Bali, yeah, absolutely. I've not moved since the last, no closure buffer, since the last 4 years. Crazy already. It's already 4 years since I live here. Consistently, at least. It's crazy if you think about it. Ever since, you know, they force people the, you know what I mean? They force people the jab. I live here in Bali, so that's crazy. Why Bali? Because it's cheaper. No, Bali is extremely expensive. People underestimate how expensive it is. If you want to have a nice villa where we live here with a nice pool right now, you know, a really nice clean villa, you know, with some rice field view in a nice location, you pay at least $5 grand a month, and that's the minimum. The minimum. But if you want to live in a guest house, like in a simple room, yeah, you can live very cheap in Bali. That's for sure. The thing about Bali is you can make it as cheap as you want. You can make it as expensive as you want. But it's definitely getting more expensive right now because of you know, all the people coming here, moving here from the West. So you will be surprised how expensive Bali can be if you want to live like a good life right now. Why do you live in Bali? So the reason why I live in Bali is number one, the weather. It's amazing. Number two, I love the culture here. I love the people here. The people are absolutely amazing. I love countries with a strong culture. Okay. Where I'm from, no offense, I like my country a lot. I miss it sometimes as well. I go there, you know, sometimes, but there's a lack of culture now. We lost culture, you know. Like, what are the reasons we are proud of our countries? And I wanna feel that proud country. And if I don't feel it, I rather go to another country where people are proud of their nationality, you know, and stuff. So that's it. Euro says, has the prop firm downfall started? Has the prop firm downfall started? or has the prop firm, downfall started? First, my FOREX fund situation. Now the FTMO banning US traders. I think that the US is going to be super strict with prop firms, like they're in general are already. You know, you have to understand, some of these firms right now are making hundreds of millions of dollars, you know, a year. Hundreds of millions of dollars a year. You saw it with my FOREX funds, right? How much money they capitalized on. If you make that much money, then people are gonna come after you. That's no doubt. People are gonna find you. They're gonna find you. They're gonna fight or try to exploit you in every way possible. You know, the bigger you become, the harder it gets. And especially in like a semi-unregulated market right now, you know, they're trying to find ways to make it more regulated. And the only way to do that is, you know, by setting these weird rules and stuff that they have to comply to. And if they don't, they take their money. So they have to follow. So I think it's a matter of time before you're going to see, you know, absolutely you're going to see people getting, you know, banned. Like, or sorry, institutions getting banned, you know, FTMO prop firms getting banned, especially in the United States. That's where it starts. And then once it's there and it's established and they're like properly banned there, then we're going to move over to Europe and other countries later on. So it's a matter of time. But I think it's going to take a lot more time than you think. I do not think it's going to be right away. And I think that, you know, you need more time in order to get there. You know, same as in crypto, for example, you need a lot more time with, you know, the regulations and stuff. They're trying to work out regulations for the last 4 years, 5 years. So, yeah, it's taking time here. Go to Turkey. Yeah, I love Turkey. I love Turkey. I think Turkey is an amazing country. Totally, man. Okay, so yeah, right now we are close to that 1 hour candle closure. So this is absolutely key. After that closure, you know that it gets harder and harder to break above here and to come back to look for that to that continuation. So if we can close below here in the next 5 minutes, yeah, then you know what I'm personally aiming for is just, yeah, a continuation to the downside for now. You know, yes, people are buying, but I think that closure is key. We failed to break this high. This is a lower low. This is a lower high. We now break internal lows. And we have an hourly closure below that internal low. So that's just the simple market structure now. You know, we're seeing this coming down. Exactly. That's perfect. That's what we wanted to see. A pushback followed by a flip and a potential continuation, you know, to the upside to it here. Okay. So this is good. This is strong for the dollar, and the news was very bullish for the dollar. Not just the CPI, but also the initial jobless claims here came out better than expected. Month over month as well. So, you know, the core is the same. This is just good. This is just bullish on all fronts from the news perspective as well. But I do not want to bet against that. So, you know, the only thing I'm looking for right now is a closure and then, you know, pullback and then a trade. And the trade could be right here, 2030. And then target the lows. Stop loss. Let's see where the point of control is. Point of control is right there. As it shifted. Stop loss above the value area low. Something like that I'm looking for. So hopefully we can close below here. And then I'm going to put a limit order for gold. GJ is breaking up. This is really bullish. And the yen is coming down. And of course the yen is coming down because the dollar is coming up. So GJ is up as well. We're looking for upside potential here. So one more time. You have this level that you're breaking the zone here. You swiped the lows here. Okay. You have now a range that you need that can act as support. You have the value area high here. That's a key level to look at. If we can now close above it here with the hourly or 30-minute candle, then we're bullish. And then the continuation is, of course, the trade setup here. And that could be an entry as well here. So I think we're going to get there today. I think we're going to see some nice opportunities unfolding. That's one layer. The other layer is just this one. And that's a riskier play. But that means stop loss roughly a little bit higher, and then just put the same target. So yeah, let's see if we can close above it. That would be absolutely amazing. Above the 15-minute body, which is at 185.795. We're now pushing down, so hopefully we can close above it. That will be amazing. And I hope that gold can close below it. That will be amazing as well. So let's see. What's the best location to live in Bali? Uluwatu. All right, 1 minute. Let's see if we can close below here. And then it's all about the levels we're looking for. Okay, we broke above it. We closed above it, right? Yes, we did. Okay, this is solid. This is good. Let's create some sort of, bottom wick. We don't have to come down all the way, but it would be nice if you can create some bottom wick. Oh, we already have it. Okay, dollar is looking good. I want to see one retrace for gold, and then I'm going to take a short. I'm going to take a short from the point of control. That's where I'm going to place my setup right there. GJ long as well. GJ is gonna go. And the reason why is because the yen is strong. The yen is now breaking below here. Yes, we have some support here, but we have that gap right below. You want to see that gap getting filled here. And just keep pushing down. Yeah, GJ is going to go. I think GJ is going to go. 30-minute closure, fantastic. Could include right there, stop loss below the point of control, look for higher targets. But I want to at least enter back on a retest of that level here. So yeah, I'm gonna place 2 limit orders. Number 1 is there, gold is point of control. I'm gonna target the lows here. Break block and GJ potential longs from the gap. Yeah, something like that. Something in that in this level here. I'm looking on the 15-minute. Yeah, I'm gonna place a limit order here. One, two, three. Yeah, actually from the value area low, high, and then put my stop loss right below there. The value area low. This is what I'm looking for. Okay. Then we have a 4-hour flip zone at the 4-hour. Yeah, so what I'm personally looking for is the value area low of that range, number one. Come back towards value area low, and then I'm looking at 187 for a potential reversal. I think that we can get there right now, and the dollar is just too strong. The dollar will start pushing the yen down, and therefore GJ up here. So let's see. I have set my limit order. And then TP. Last confirmation for GJ, and then we're going to go back to gold here. No, this is good. Yeah, this is perfect. This is good. This is what I'm looking for. Okay. Yeah, hopefully we push down a little bit to retest that range. We consolidate, we manipulate the lows here first. We swipe the lows, we then push up. We then look for the retracement. And in the retracement is our entry. And then I'm targeting the higher levels there. You can always look for lower time frame confirmations to increase your risk reward, but that's up to you. And gold, yeah, it's already coming down hard right now. Dollar is pushing, keeps pushing up here. We might face some resistance now in a second here, so we still might see retracement though, don't worry. I still think that we can come towards the value area low. If we push up to the value area low, then and we're seeing a rejection from there, yeah, then I'm still taking the trade. If you keep pushing down, of course, it's over at some point. But that was just no confirmation, and then it just went for it. That was not even a retest right here in any way, shape, or form. So yeah, the dollar is holding up, but that means the GJ is also bullish at the same time here. EU flipped. Wow, look at this flip, man. Super aggressive. Okay, fantastic then. Breaking down. You are gonna find some support soon, so hopefully we can push back. But I think that GJ has the highest probability here. Ah, look at gold already going. Yeah, GJ is holding up here nicely. I got an interesting question here. Is trading gambling? Well, the answer is yes and no. Trading is gambling in many ways, because if you put in money and you have a certain outcome and you are able to lose your money, then potentially you could see this as gambling. By per definition, this could be gambling, right? The fact that you might lose your money. However, proper gambling could potentially lead into winning. And that means that your risk management comes into play. We just talked about risk management. Risk management is absolutely key. I think this is where truly the magic comes from. The magic happens here. If you start understanding of cutting out your losses quick and really capitalizing on your wins, then you can turn everything here. If you enter, it's pretty much a 50% chance you're gonna go up, you're gonna come down. But the way you manage your risk is a completely different story. So then it comes down to not gambling, but it comes down to probability. But talking about probability, right? How do you know truly what the probability is of something to happen in the market? Unless you have a complete file of hundreds of trades, and you have seen the exact same pattern that represents that file, then you could say, okay, this is a 70% chance. But you need to have that data. Because if you don't have the data, then it's not probability. Then it's just gambling. Then it's all about, okay, how do I still turn that gambling potentially into winning? People say, yeah, probability. It's true. I say it all the time. But I know that when I trade, at least I know based upon previous data that it's actually probability. And if you don't have the previous data, obviously it's just gambling, which is still fine. Okay, but then just manage your risk better. And then we can make money. If no stop loss is applied, yes, it's gambling. Well, your stop loss is also a gamble, because if you lose money, you're in essence gambling your money, right? So you can put a stop loss, but you can still lose your money. That's it. What do you think about ICT trading? ICT trading the Robbins Cup. Well, we have to see. I mean, there's a lot of talk. It's a lot of talk. But we have to see now. Okay, that's it. Results will speak for themselves. So yeah, I don't really have an opinion about it, to be honest. Really. But it's what I do know is that it has been a lot of talk. That's for sure. But I have full conviction that at some point, he's gonna crush it one time. But it's difficult, right? You're the god of trading. You have a major following, a cult-like following. So yeah, you can't fail, right? Because that would ruin everything you've built. So the longer you wait, the harder it gets. And I kind of understand this when you're trading live and stuff a lot. It's just, the pressure is real. It's no joke. It's real pressure. So when all eyes are on you, you have to perform. And, it's easy to just, find ways. No, and sometimes you think, it can really hurt your reputation. If you end up being in a loss, which is normal, sometimes you're not going to make money over time. It is what it is. But, you know, that's not what the irregular ICT trader thinks, right? That is not that, you know, successful in trading yet. So the pressure from his side is just absolutely real. And I think that's the main reason why it got delayed so much, or why he's potentially not even doing it, because, yeah, of the fact that that's just, you know, it's tough, and I get it. It's hard. And, you know, I don't blame him for it either. People can say, yeah, why don't you prove yourself? Well, if you have such a cult-like following, you know, and you fail, you lose everything. So is it worth it? You know, that's the question here. Just stick to a strategy that includes volume analysis, higher probability. I do agree. I do think that volume is key. That's why we use the volume profile a lot as well here. Same as, you know, the book map for gold especially. To get a bit of depth of markets, to get a better understanding of the order flow. And I think the combination of the fixtures volume profile with the book map, you know, and the depth of markets can really give us some sort of edge when also using the correlations. So that's definitely the case here. Gold coming back, but there are a lot of wicks. Yeah, okay, that's interesting indeed. So the value area low is the first level that you want to see rejection from. This is very, very strong. We came down to fill up that gap here. Let's see what the dollar is doing. Okay, look at the dollar. There we go. That was that rejection point, you see? So the dollar got rejected there. So now it's truly the moment for you to wait until you create that higher low. And if you create that higher low, then we look for the entry, the short for gold here. But the short is definitely still in play when looking at, you know, something like that. That rejection there was clean, super clean. What was your aha moment in trading? Well, I got many aha moments, but the true aha moment for me was to understand correlations from a technical standpoint. And the reason why is because I think that correlations are absolutely key. I want to understand the money flow. It's very easy to look at one chart and just to expect price to do one thing, but it's much harder to understand why it's moving up. So if, for example, we know that GJ is pumping, if you don't understand the correlations, you don't know why it's pumping. It's just pumping, right? So therefore, you want to know why. And the reason why is because the dollar news came out bullish. There was a negative correlation between the dollar and between the Japanese yen. So the yen got absolutely destroyed right now and took out that liquidity below. That was the main reason. So then you know, okay, the dollar bullish, because the dollar is bullish, the yen is bearish, there is a negative correlation. Now I can start looking for longs for GJ because that's the confirmation we're looking for. Then we're looking at entry setups. Then we're looking at, okay, what is the right entry now? Okay, that's the next layer. So now, okay, we have our bias. We understand the sentiment. We understand the correlation. Now, how can we turn that into a trade? And that's where you go to the chart itself. And then I see consolidation, manipulation, expansion. Now looking for the pullback for the continuation. And that's why, you know, we have placed a limit order right there. And that's, I think, super important. Yeah, gold is up, but the dollar is not there yet. So the dollar needs to come down first towards the 102.4. Ronnie says, just coming in and buying and selling is gambling. But if you analyze in combination with understanding price action, supply and demand, risk management, don't think that's gambling. If you have the data to back it up. So if you have the data to back it up and you have done a couple hundred trades and you have tracked these trades and you know exactly in what type of scenarios, you know, what situation you can look for specific entry, then it's not gambling in my opinion. Then it's definitely a probability game. I agree. Has your limit being executed? No, I want to see the dollar pushing down a little bit more, slightly more here. Chom says, someone told me find your pain and struggle and be extremely good at managing it. That's a great pointer. What's your pain and struggle, my friend? What's your pain and struggle? Let me know. What are you guys currently struggling with? I think that's an important question to ask yourselves as well. Abscess FOMO. Yeah, FOMO is massive. For example, this was a great example, right? Going long here, and then boom. That's FOMO. That's a true FOMO, a FOMO trade right there. PPR and gold leaning me towards bullish, but the way liquidity has been swapped makes it too foggy for me. Yeah, so, you know, when I look at this low and this high right here, for the dollar is looking very strong. So you can see clearly that if the dollar goes up, gold is coming down. So the negative correlation is there here. So unless the dollar is showing more weakness, you know, I don't think that gold can, you know, come down, but this is the case. The dollar is looking very good. Dollar is looking very, very nice here. Gold buy or sell, looking for sells only. Sir, can you please explain the correlations again of the yen, dollar, and gold? So the correlation of the dollar and gold is sometimes there, sometimes not. You always have to verify it. And the only way you can do that is just look at... So for example, look at how both candles close. Right? This is the 30-minute. This is the 30-minute. Right? There is like a negative correlation there. Sometimes it's not, sometimes it is. Most of the time it is. But you want to confirm it. For GJ, okay, if you look at the Japanese yen basket, you have one chart to look at. The other chart is the British pound index, for example, or a strong dollar. If the dollar is strong, usually that could reflect the weaker yen. So that's the confirmation, and that's the correlation you have. So dollar strong could reflect into a weaker yen. Dollar strong could reflect into weaker gold. The question then will be for the yen, which currency is the strongest against the yen? So is it then the British pound, or is it then the dollar yen, or is it then whatever, the euro yen? That's up to you to then confirm. The crypto struggles life in general. I mean, we've all been there, man. We've all been there. We're still there sometimes. So yeah, that's a man's life, man. That's a man's life, bro. We have to struggle a little bit. Taleb says, my struggle is to do a clean analysis on TradingView and I open a clean position on it. But when I move to MetaTrader, I enter different positions. My TradingView analysis played out, but I'm not in it. Then just use the same. Okay, I see what you mean. So I think you're using a very high risk to reward setup. So very tight stop loss is correct. App says more confident in selling than buying. Why? Because of very strong dollar at the moment. Very strong dollar at the moment. Should we wait for pullback in GJ? Well, definitely, yeah. I'm definitely waiting for some sort of pullback here. My limit is right there, and I'm looking for that continuation to the upside. My limit is already placed. Yeah, I could have entered on the break, on the breakout. Could have been a case as well here. But I think this is still a pretty normal entry, pretty normal setup as well here in general. So I keep this limit open regardless, for sure. For GJ right here. Now for gold, the dollar needs to come down a little bit more. So this is gonna cause the gold to spike up one more time, I think. And then look for an entry or something like that. It's also interesting to see what the euro is doing here now, by the way. Because of the euro now pushing up strong. Yet, facing that resistance right here. And that zone right there, that gap right there as well, is super interesting as well. So if the dollar pushed down, which I expect, there we go. We're already getting there. That's why gold is still holding up so strong right now. Then it could be very, very nice. Very, very clean. So yeah, dollar is super important for gold here. We need to bounce from here. And we definitely cannot break this low. Then it's a shift for gold. Chom says, indiscipline has caused me so much pain. Man, tell me about it, bro. That's why it's so annoying. And that's the only thing that I find sometimes annoying from the live streams. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, is that you know, we want to enter now. Now is the moment to enter, you know, because people want to see action. People want to see, you know, me being in a trade. People want to see price moving up and down, my P&L, you know, going up and down, you know, all that stuff. But sometimes it requires, just for my rules and the things that I've created, that I know work for myself, a lot of patience. So that's just for me the most important, and I just cannot neglect that anymore. I've done it sometimes in the past on stream for fun, for entertainment purposes. But in general, that's something that I just can't do if I want to make money here. In the long term, especially. Dollar index is on the 1 hour, has no top wick. For me it does. But I still believe that this is good. But yeah, GJ is pushing already. That's no surprise. And yeah, and gold is holding up, trying to hold up at least. But look at these two wicks as well. And here and there. And no, it's no. I still look for shorts until we're proven otherwise here, based upon how the dollar will react to. So this could be on the lower time frame, by the way. We have such a hard time already with coming above the value area low right now. You can see it. Every single time you close below it. 1, 2, 3, 4 candles already. Yeah, so this is just for now at least. Still looking like it's holding below here. EUR USD almost there as well. So okay, this is a good sign. This is a good sign for gold tier, still holding below. All right, we might be able to take this trade if we start breaking this low here. Stop loss above the highs there. And then start coming down. Crazy how he got rejected at that level here. I noticed that combining horizontal support and resistance with supply and demand, you know, works very well for me, and especially on the higher time frame. Especially on the higher time frame. So this is good. Point of control is now hit. If we start breaking this, yeah, then and we get rejected here, we flip this, then I'm entering. And especially if the dollar holds up here. Timing is perfect. So we have a 30-minute closure now. So we're now coming back towards the lower time frame. Yeah, there we go again, the point of control. So if you flip this, boom. DJ is pushing down, so that's number one. Yeah, there we go. Okay, we're getting somewhere now. Fantastic. Finally, dollar is there. Euro could flip as well, by the way, to the downside. I might just enter on trading view right here. This account. Let's just do that. Okay, I think I'm gonna set a stop order. A sell stop. There. This is just the perfect playbook for myself here. So low, high, filter break previous high, consolidate, expand, create a bunch of liquidity below here. Dollar, bullish momentum, bullish news, breaks out to the upside here, is now retracing back towards the 50%, as you can see right there. So just clean it up. It's retracing back towards the 50%. And we still have support right there, which is going to help tremendously as well. So once it gets there to the 618, it can still go. And then gold gets rejected from the point of control. Right there, consolidation, expansion. Also the manipulation to the upside, flip by reversal to the downside. So now if you flip bearish, yeah, then I think then we could start really looking for that continuation play. So that's probably going to be it here. That's good. Good to see here. Including the fact that the New York Stock Exchange has opened up as well. So that's also behind us. So that's all good stuff. That's all good stuff here. Lorenzo, can't you just do a 30-minute gold, set the limit on the bot vol point of control? You can. I have done this before a lot. Okay. All right, though. Whoa. That's why we wait for confirmations here. That's exactly the reason. Whoa. What happened here? Dollar is still holding up. That's why I don't enter yet. Because you wanted to flip it. And that's why I don't put limit orders at the value area low and point of control, because you don't have the confirmation. The confirmation is consolidation, the manipulation, the expansion, retracement, and then looking at the break of structure. So that's great. Key level for gold is still the highs here. Obviously, that's where you constantly get rejected at 2037. So that's good. David said Bitcoin just hit $48,000. Bitcoin is going to go to the moon. Bitcoin is going to absolutely explode. And not just Bitcoin, Ethereum is gonna do even better. Yeah, no, that flip is still trade. It's still trade. It's still going to be trade here. Dollar is still holding up. That's what I mean. Look at the dollar now. So this was just a swipe. Stop loss hunt here. So as long as the dollar stays above this level, above the lows, then there is nothing to worry about, because you have a lower low, higher high, higher low. You're now in the 618. So that's what you want to see. And you're kind of bouncing from it now. So the 62% or the 0.618. So that's all good. That's a nice foundation here. Yeah, when we flip here, then most likely we're gonna look for the continuation. So candle, flip, entry. New York Open, Lorenzo. Yeah, well, that was 8 minutes ago, so it's crazy that the farm now kicks in like later. But regardless, let's see how this goes here. We're holding above the 618. Euro, same thing. This is also the 618, right? Yeah, 618 as well. Rejection as well for the Euro USD. So this is a bigger range. Yeah, the value are low. Yeah, short on the Euro as well. USD. See how this candle closes. Okay, getting pushed down again. Wow, it's crazy. There we go. It's crazy that the wick now is right there. But again, it's decent. It's okay. I really like the Euro as well, by the way. The value area low rejection, 618 rejection. And of course, a massive swipe of the highs, and now a lower low, and now a lower high, and then looking for a lower low. So Euro USD looks also very good if you guys are interested in Euro USD. Key break is, of course, yeah, it's this high as well, or this low as well. So Euro is also interesting. If you're interested in trading Euro right here, we look at gold right now, but Euro could be interesting. Look at the dollar. There we go. The 618, man. The 618. Pull back to these highs right now, flipping. This is good for the dollar. This is like strong. This is a strong sign here. So we're getting now ready for an entry here. Yeah, sell. Okay, I'm gonna sell for gold here. Dollar is strong, bounced perfectly, so it's just a matter of time before I'm looking for further continuation to the downside. Euro is bearish as well, so if you're interested in the Euro is the same thing. And yeah, I'm just waiting for this for these lows to be taken out here. If these lows are taken out, I secure myself right away. Stop loss are above the value area high. You have the point of control again, the value area high again. So we have some key levels here to help us out a little bit. So I want to manipulate these wicks. It's very choppy though, so it's a risky play. But again, the dollar is helping us out a little bit here. Yeah, the way the dollar is bouncing here from the 618 is looking very good. We still have 15 minutes for the hourly closure. So that's just a very good flip. So I hope that the consistency of the dollar can push gold down and break the lows here. That's what I want to see. Lorenzo, you did mention that the risk bound is weak, so you didn't choose. Your GU or UJ consider yen of the weakest. Yen is the weakest for sure. So I'm waiting for the yen here to get rejected and to look for continuation. A lot of buying pressure, a lot of selling pressure. How much lot? This is just you look at what my risk is. So I want to put my stop loss there. I'm always questioning myself, what do I want to risk? I want to risk $1,500, around $1,500 on this trade. That's what I'm able to lose, what I'm willing to lose. And then, yeah, then it's just, that's it. MetaTrader I have not activated this time. But yeah, same thing. What about a small account? I think there should not be a difference between a small and a big account. Unless you are, you know, you want to risk or you want to go full margin. If you want to go full margin, it's up to you, of course. Bitcoin going crazy. Yeah, so Bitcoin right now, guys, take consideration that Bitcoin can now be traded on the spot exchanges right there. Okay, so it's absolutely crazy. On the stock market right now, you can buy Bitcoin. So people are buying Bitcoin as a stock. That's why I'm so focused on Bitcoin. Yeah, I'm telling you guys, I keep telling you, but you guys don't want to listen. A lot of people don't want to listen here. Crypto is going to absolutely be massive. This is going to be a complete takeover. We might see still lower prices at around 30,000 one time. I'm extremely bullish in this, you know, leading towards the end of the year. This is a cycle that comes every once in a while, but this is different. And the reason why is because you have now Bitcoin listed on the stock exchange as, you know, an actual icon, like gold spot, right? That's why it's called gold spot. Same thing. And that was never the case until right now. So now, obviously, trillions of dollars can enter the market. There's access to much more liquidity, much more money, you name it right now. And Bitcoin is the future. That's why I created this channel. I'm not doing it just for fun, guys. I just do it because I understand crypto. I've been there. I made a lot of money there previously. And I'm going to do the same thing again. So if you're interested in joining my crypto channel right now, it's just brand new. But only when you truly are interested, not when you're kind of moi. Just don't do it. Don't do it. You have to really, you know, be open and interested in it in general, okay, in order to get there. That's just the reality. Okay? All right, we have like what, 11 minutes for closure, and the dollar is still pushing through. So this is of course you know, pushing gold down here. I want to see a bit more momentum, to be honest. We'll find out here. Okay, what I'm gonna do is the following. If we close this hourly candle below my entry, I'm gonna hold my position open. GJ got filled as well. And if it closes below here, now if it closes above here, I'm gonna probably close it down. So we have like a 10-minute window to see how this goes. Okay. And GJ just got filled here. So let's see how that one goes. EU shorts are possible. We were talking about EU shorts as well here. Don't want to enter too many positions though at the same time. So I hope that makes sense here. So yeah, we really want to see gold pushing further. Very, very important that we start to really come down here. Lorenzo, gold is bullish. As long as the dollar is holding up here, creates an internal low, internal high. Now also this range right here, bounce from the 618. And we push up one more time here. I think gold's gonna make one more move to the downside here. Wow, Bitcoin is going. Bitcoin is going. This is gonna reach 50K in no time. Crazy stuff here. Yeah, 7 minutes to go. Lorenzo, do you know what I'm saying? Gold is bullish. Look at this wicks. Yeah, from both sides though. So it's not just from the bottom, it's also from the top. I want to see the dollar coming down a little bit and then pushing up. If the dollar gonna push up here, I think that we're gonna go. But again, if we close above it in the next 5 minutes, so the hourly close, I just close my position. GJ almost, oh shit, I forgot about GJ here. 1 second. My bad, my bad. Yeah, as long as GJ holds above the point of control, above this zone, I'm happy. As long as it's holding above here, I'm fine. I'm happy with it. So that's a good point here. Gold, yeah, is still holding up here. So the next 5 minutes will determine if we're gonna hold or close. Trading volume in Bitcoin spot ETF reaches $2.3 billion. Yeah, that's absolutely crazy. Yeah, this is the beginning of a beautiful journey, guys. Congratulations if you stick with us in general here. But this is going to be massive. This is going to be massive here. That's why we have been winning so hard as well in Discord as well, or on the live streams. We have a Signal channel, which you can join for free. You need to be an affiliate. You need to sign up with an exchange that's related to the Limits Trader Academy. So that's how you pay. Otherwise, you just pay these exchanges, so you can better pay us for the signals. You don't even notice it, but that's what it is. And man, these signals right here have been absolutely killing it right now. Big shout out to Trader Tim for being there. And you know, the wins are absolutely piling in on a consistent basis as well here. So yeah, it's great to see people winning in crypto. Yeah, and it's just a different ballgame. That's just what it is. I do think that Forex is nice for you know, the consistent markets. You know, just a consistent market overall. 4 minutes left. Consistent market overall. But I do think that crypto has these waves, these cycles. And if you can benefit on that, then I think that's something that you cannot miss out on. So if you're uninterested in joining that, then you just have to follow the instructions here. You can join for free and can get access to the signals as well. So if you're new, then that might be the best way to get started. Because then you know exactly, you know, you follow somebody else first and maybe you can make some money. And if you make some money, then you can continue here. So let's see how it goes. Probably just will create a new one right here for this year right now. Let me see if we can do that. Gold. I'll probably create a new tab as well. See if we can create this as well here, but I need to make it. So we'll fix this later. All right, great. Let's see. So GJ is okay. Gold first. Yeah, gold is still ranging, stagnating here. We have 1 minute left. Might see how the next candle opens. If you open bullish, you might keep it up a little bit. But I think we're just gonna cut down GJ here. Sorry, gold here. And just really take just a minor loss here. That's it. Okay, let's see how this one opens. Okay, minor loss for gold here. Right about our entry, right about here. So I'm out of gold here. Okay. I'm still in GJ. Now let's go back to GJ here. Can gold still come down? That would be crazy. But again, we have an hourly closure and we don't have a top wick right now. There is no top wick here for gold. So yeah, that's just that's what it is. And GJ is holding up like I want to. Point of control. So that's still decent. That's still good. As long as it says about the point of control, I'm happy. Anything below it, no go for me. Yeah, it was a good decision. Good decision to close it. Roughly near our entry here for gold. And for GJ, I do believe that we can start bouncing. Let me look at the yen real quick. Yeah, you pushed up aggressively here. You're now getting rejected here. So as long as we're staying below this low, below this range, it's okay. And that should be fine. That should be good. Yeah, I need to make sure that this is the case. Still looking at it though, for gold. Still keeping a close eye on it, just in case. What is NPOC? That's the naked point of control. So we have that range. It's full of information. You can see that these acting as key levels. Levels that you usually don't look at are mentioned there. So that's it for gold for now. If gold comes down, yeah, then it is what it is, man. Then we were right, but it is what it is. Rather safe than sorry for this one. Especially gold is looking very choppy at the moment. So you don't want to take unnecessary risk. I did wait it for the 1 hour closure to see if it could, you know, around the 1 hour closure, could see if it could make a move before. But not after, and now we don't have even a top wick above the 30-minute candle here. So that's just a dead candle. So I'm not a big fan of it. So I'd rather, you know, break even on my trade than sticking with gold right now. So that's why I'm out of this position. If that makes sense here. And the yen is coming down a little bit, so I wanted to make sure it comes down here. And then I don't think we will have any issues with our GJ trade. It was two options, right? So either entry from the point of control or the value area high. In this case, we chose the value area high, but the point of control is now holding. That would have been a better entry. That would have been a better entry, but yeah. Now we enter for gold. Now there is no top wick on this candle, so I don't really like that. It's the same candle, the hourly, the 30-minute. You know, I don't like the fact that there is no top wick here. I do like the fact that the dollar is strong. That's the reason why I wanted to go short on gold, because of a strong dollar. But gold is yeah. Just follow our rules here. So I'm happy that I could get out for practically nothing for gold. And then just see how it operates and see how it goes. Dollar could do a double top and drop. Yeah, let's see. So GJ needs to hold the buff there. Best crypto to invest? Bro, you have to go to my crypto channel. Yeah, no top wick, so that's why. That's why. DJ is still trying to hold on here. 5 minutes. We're flipping, we're holding up still. So no conclusion. Yeah, this is just a patience game here. Still want to see how gold goes here because of the dollar. But again, I don't trust that wicker. But yeah, it is what it is. If that's the case here. Pretty interesting actually for a CPI day today. The choppiness and there's not really direction. How did you do the chart with all the GBP pairs? That's a trick. That's a trick, my friend. I'll show you in a second here. What about the retest of point of control? Wait for rejection. I don't think we're gonna see. If you're gonna see a retest, then I'm not. Yeah, maybe. You could maybe think about one more rejection here, and that's it. So how do you do that? You type in a formula. Okay, so I'll show you right now the formula. So for example, plus bracket GBP cut. You select it. You do plus GBP Japanese yen. You select it. You do plus GBP USD. You select it. You do plus, what else do we have? GBP NZD. You select it. You do a bracket. You go back. You remove the plus. Divide it by how many? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So because it's 4 pairs. Boom. Congratulations. You got your custom basket. So now you know exactly how the British pound how the British pound performs against all the other currencies in one chart. That's like the index we're talking about, right? But the British pound index is a little bit weird. And that one is not really in my favorite. It works, but it's not my favorite because it's so gappy. I'm much more a big fan of the custom baskets that you can create yourself. So yeah, that's something to look at. Gold is still below there, yeah? Wow, gold doesn't want to move anymore. Valis says, I learned to watch at dollar index, CXY, and correlations between those by watching your videos. I want to thank you because this was the game changer for me, making a correlation. Beautiful, man. Yeah, that's for me very, very powerful. Doesn't mean that you're going to win every single trade. You can never win every single trade. But you're definitely not going to, you definitely have an edge if you understand the openings and the timing of it. Yeah, definitely. So custom baskets could be interesting to look at here. So with the DJ right now, obviously we had a swipe of the lows. We went to the highs. If you're now gonna come down again, obviously that's the ultimate manipulation here. So you come down, you come up, you come down. We entered the limit order, so we didn't enter FOMO-ish market or stop. We entered limit. We waited for price to push back towards the top of this range. We look for further continuation because we knew that the lows were swiped. So yeah, therefore we're looking for that continuation because the yen is weaker at the moment. But the thing is that the British pound's also not really performing that well. But yeah, that's it right now. Gold is still down. Oh my God, gold is coming down here. I still think I made the right decision there. No, unfortunately, yeah, if gold is coming down, it comes down here. Are you gonna stream more often? Yes. Yes, it's good to be back here. Make sure you guys smash up that like button here. We have 450 people watching. We have no likes. Yeah, dollar's mooning, huh? That's it. That's what I was waiting for. But yeah. This should be good for us, for GJ though. This should be good for us. But yeah, we now really need to break a top. Otherwise, it's not looking good. But our stop loss is still... We have a solid stop loss overall here. 185.285. Right, since the dollar is stronger than the pound, why didn't you choose the UJ? Good question. Very good question. So the reason why I chose GJ was because of the structure of the setup itself and the swipe of liquidity of the lows. And I still noticed a gap that could be filled a little bit higher. I was looking to see if it could retrace to the 187 for GJ here. That's my target. And then I would like to flip it in a gold trade, let's say. Sorry, a short trade. I was looking at gold, but I mean a short. So swipe it from there. But we still have a really good range to hold above here. So I'm not really worried, to be honest. I think you still can also even retrace. You can always decide to maybe break even on this trade in case you want to get out. I just think that there's still this, based upon the dollar, still too much room for management here. So I think that's gonna be it's gonna be good. Yeah, it's important that the dollar now is that the yen is actually getting rejected here and does not break this high. Kanisai says it's good that I put my stop loss to break even rather than close. Yes, good one. I agree. Hey man, good to see you back. Learned a lot from you. Thank you, man. Mayam Kumar, my friend. Good to see you. Yeah, I want to make sure we don't break these highs right here, this range right here. Then you know, then we could flip and really start coming along here and continue up. That's not what we want to see, of course. Is BTC freak out? Yeah, Bitcoin is going crazy. Just let me quickly give a quick look here. Yeah, of course we see sales right now. We tapped into the 49,000. That's really high here. We broke through major weekly levels. So this is big, man. This is big for Bitcoin. $2.8 billion in volume. You can buy Bitcoin on a spot on the stock market now. So congratulations. This is Bitcoin's time to shine this year. That's what's gonna happen. So it is crazy. It is crazy. Great to have you back live on Forex. Thank you, my friend. Amazing. I want to make sure that the yen does not does really get rejected here. We're halfway into our stop loss right now. All right, let's see. Let's hope for the best. Great to have you back live on Forex. Remember you said 24-hour live stream at the 50k subs. Did I say that? I said that. I think I said that. Was it confirmed? That's the question. Was it confirmed? That's what we need to figure out too. I need to look back if it was actually confirmed here. Yeah, very slow for gold today. We have we also have the PPI tomorrow, so you know, that's why we got out for gold. It was just a necessity to get out because yeah, I mean, you could have waited for price to move down and close, but it would have been a quick scalp. Could have easily been that we came up here. The reason why we closed this trade was because of the candle. Okay. The candle, there was no top wick on the 30 minutes. So we didn't trust that dump. Right, guys? We didn't trust it. That's not in our playbook. We don't trust that bump here. Last chance on GJ is the following. If we don't break any of this 1 minute trend right now and we come up, then it's going to be over. And then it's just a serious manipulation here. That means that we have, in really short period of time, swiped the lows, swiped the highs, and then again come down for the lows. Where the yen was actually looking very, very weak here. But yeah, that's that consolidation manipulation and reversal play. So yeah, we could have think about shorting it from there. But I don't want to short it right into that range, which is very clean. Very clean level of consolidation, expansion. So it's just a regular trade here. So we could also wait for better market conditions. Maybe tomorrow is better. And yeah, for gold, you still have the chance to close your position on break even, like I said before, if you're still in. I would not be too greedy at the moment. Right now. Typical gold. All right, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 wicks to up and down side here, manipulation up and down. However, GJ, we all know GJ is also trap city. We have experienced this before as well. I don't know how much we have traded GJ on stream. This was a break even trade here. This was not that much, huh? This was a loss, this was a win. That was a win. That was a win. So win, 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 loss, break even. Loss potentially. Okay, I think we're out here. Correct? Almost out here. Most likely get to here. Stop loss is at 185.27. Yeah, you could think about, okay, if you start coming down further, you can look for shorts, but I'm not going to chase it now. You break, you close below. You might be coming back further. But, because the yen is doing this overall play right here, right? That consolidation expansion and then a manipulation to the upside. Whereas GJ was doing the opposite. So GJ was actually literally pushing, let me clean it up here. Literally was pushing up. It swiped the lows here, came high. That's why I was interested in taking a long, because the yen was weak. Had more downside potential to fill up that gap below. So we were aiming for that gap fill below. And we swiped the lows after breaking structure. That could turn into consolidation, expansion, retracement, and continuation play. But that is not always playing out at this particular moment. At least you can see that. So yeah, let's see. All right. That will mean we lose around 1%. Yeah, okay, done. All right. Wait, I need to confirm that. 1 second. Any gold trade now? I would stay out of the market here. Too choppy. We entered a gold trade. We exited on break-even when price came down here. We got lucky that it just pushed us into our break-even point when we closed it. But yeah, I mean, we could have taken profits here. It's just too choppy right now at the moment for gold. I would not be looking at gold trades anymore. This was a nice breakdown, pull back up, rejection at point of control, potential push down. But if you don't have that follow through, then you're not going to force it, in my opinion. That's, I think, the main, the bigger reason here. One limb, thank you for the sub, my man. Welcome. For GJ, my stop loss is at 185.285. So we're still actually not there yet, but you know, it's not looking that that good. We might survive with a little bit of luck. But yeah, in regards to gold here, I would not force any trades any longer. That's for sure. Okay. So get into our Discord, guys. Get into our Discord right now. you know, we are absolutely crushing it here. We have also the limitless V3 trading floor. Right now, the guys are killing it in there. I want to do a big shout out to, of course, Thomas. I don't know why I didn't want us on the stream today, by the way. Ivy, amazing setups here. Erika, doing great. Keeps, My Warriors, Gratis Blaze, all the people that are putting in the work, all the elite members here, Skinny D, all the people that are here on a consistent basis, putting in the effort right now for you, to help you out become a better trader here. This is what we have built. We've been starting these live streams. The idea was to create something like this. And, you know, this is just the beginning of a very beautiful journey here. So anyways, we will see how GJ plays out. It's most likely going to be a loss here. Overall, very choppy markets. You can see it. The manipulation is pretty ridiculous right now today. All right. So yeah, it's a CPI day. Of course, we all know that. So do take consideration that, you know, tomorrow there's another news event that is, I think, important here. We will be back early next week again on a consistent basis. We're going to try to be there even more often again, which is going to be nice. I do, however, want to focus more on London session as well. But, you know, this will come over time. Not directly. This will come over time. Looking forward to it. So tomorrow with the PPI here. And it's Friday. Okay, so you have the weekly closure plus the PPI. I think that's it's still important news to come out here. So hopefully there is a little bit more direction, because today, extremely choppy day. Look at gold here. Very choppy price action at the moment. Good that we got out on break even for gold here. And we will see how DJ operates here. Anything will be tracked. Everything will be added to the spreadsheet. That's what matters the most here. And again, full transparency. Okay. We're gonna see you guys soon here. Hope to see you guys in Discord as well. Gonna be fun. So looking forward to see you there. The guys have been absolutely exploding and winning big in the V3. That's why we have the V3 wins. If you're winning with the V3, make sure that you put it in the V3 wins section. Okay. It's just a nice way of, you know, thanking the guys here, making sure that they're happy with what's going on, and you also, you know, thank them for their work and effort they put into everything as well. All right, important stuff. Okay, thank you guys. Gonna see you guys soon. Big shout out to Stove. I don't know why I forgot you, my friend. Stove Trades, one of the top guys here as well. Thank you so much. I hope to see you soon. Peace out, guys. Have a great day. Gonna be back soon. New journey, new year. This is your moment to change your life. See you soon. Bye-bye.